time here.
I was imagining.
And we are live once again for Quest and Quill Facing the Frontier. This week, episode 9, Scraping Barnacles. I have a little bit of a sore throat, so I apologize to anyone if, I'm slightly less enthusiastic than normal. It just hurts. Where we last left off, the party had journeyed their way through the swamps, fighting off the vicious creatures that attacked them in the water. From there, they made their way to the crash site of this strange creature that they had downed. Searching inside it, they found the interior seemed to be some sort of space that was both construct and alive, and within there were torture chambers and stranger things still. and they left with as many questions as answers. But as they tried to make their escape from the ship, it began to creak and shake. And as it did, a large shelled creature detached itself from what seemed to be the hull or shell of this construct creature and reared its tentacle-filled face at the party. Everyone has rolled initiative, but before we start, everyone was making their way off of the ship and running. The creature.
There are 2 Lulas on the map.
Are there?
Yeah.
The best.
There's also 2 Franks, I see.
Oh yeah, on the other side. That was from before when you guys were exploring. Where's the second Lula?
The dimensions are converging.
On the rock. There's another
Yeah.
on the creature.
Urge is on.
I don't think we were in this
As you
position
do.
though, were we? I think
No,
us.
you guys. That's what I'm saying. You guys were making your way out. I'm gonna let you position yourselves in the order, with it being considered that the last 2 to make it out, if I'm not mistaken, were Saul and somebody. Frank?
I think Saul was I thought Saul was like the first one to make it out.
I might have it mixed around.
I think I was somewhere in the middle.
Who was screwing around still within the ship? It was Frank.
I think it was. I think it was. Frank
Saul,
and
Saul
Lula,
and
right?
John were first one out. We went and like crossed out of the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just say
That's right,
Lula
yeah, you guys.
was also one of the last. I'll just say that, yeah.
Aslan was third, I believe.
So then you guys can place yourself seemingly in that order, getting from the ship to the land. As the creature roars its ugly head and lets out a squeal that is so high pitched you can just barely hear it, but the part that you hear both frightens and hurts all of your ears as you're forced to duck for cover.
Thing's hideous.
There's no saving throw yet, but it seems angry.
All right.
Before we proceed in initiative order, would anybody like to do or say anything?
Luke,
Lula, sorry, Frank.
Cutting out.
I think your mic is cutting out, yeah.
The only thing that John does is he just stares at it in horror, his mouth open, in a silent scream.
Saul
could-
is loading his rifle. He's unslinged his rifle and is loading it.
You could hear Frank just swearing as he's still trying to run away behind everyone.
Lula's gonna rub her ear and say, "We got a big boy right here."
Aslan?
Aslan is just watching.
Can you describe
With
what the creature looks like one more time?
Then with that,
Quite good.
as you look on, this creature seems to have 4 large, almost crab-like appendages with claws on the front 2. The back 2 used to walk. Its form is hunched over, and its back, made of the same material as this creature's hull, is shaped somewhere between a shell and a barnacle, where almost like sheets of it are piercing out and sharp.
Like
And
metallic.
parts of it, and it's metallic, yeah. Parts of it are smooth. And its face, you don't see any eyes or nose or any features that are recognizable from any creature that you would have seen. Instead, it looks almost like a pearl, a shiny metallic orb from which extrudes like horrible tentacles similar to the ones that you've seen before.
Cool.
Yes, it's gonna be interesting.
Who gets to go first?
John, I believe. Yep, John, and then Saul.
John, you're up.
Alright, sweet. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it. Yeah,
Who
so
could
yeah,
have seen that coming?
So John just raises his glasses and he says, "Iruta!" And then he beams it. Hopefully he
Throw your
hits.
attacks.
With the light show.
16. Does a 16 hit?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Alright, he hits it for 12 force damage. The blast pushes him back a little bit, and then he takes another step forward and keeps shooting the beam. Does a 15 hit?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So he hits it for another 11 force damage.
Good hit.
And yeah. I think that's his turn.
Okay. Good to know.
Turn.
Soul up next.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a bonus action to activate my Kinsei shot. And I'm going to shoot the rifle at him twice.
Okay. Do your Kensei weapons count as magical attacks? Quick question.
They do for me now.
Good to know.
Okay, so
Oh, you
25
cut out at the end there. Yep, you cut out at the end there.
Counts.
Okay.
I knew about his first. I just wasn't sure about the Kensei weapon.
Yeah, it applies to the Kinsei weapons. So I got a 25 and a 22.
Yeah, they hit.
You think? Would you believe me?
Okay. Sorry, I gotta do some math here.
21 plus 5 is 26.
26 damage.
Okay, good hit.
Oh.
That's my turn, dude.
2 shots,
Yeah,
2
you're
hits.
up.
Yep.
The creature steps forward and sees this little
don't like
gnome
this.
scrambling in front of him,
Oh no.
and then looks up to see the warlock that just blasted it with these green beams. And then as it does this, it leaps forward. Just have to check the distance here.
Oh boy.
Please no.
It leaps forward on top of Frank,
Oh no.
going around it with its 4 long limbs. But as it does, instead of striking or attacking him, it continues this long, high-pitched squeal. And as it does, I need the 4 of you, so everybody except Lula, to please make me a wisdom saving throw.
Is it magic?
It is indeed magic.
I
Yeah, I
failed.
get advantage.
8.
Not psionic.
What's on DC?
Actually,
16.
I guess it would be psionics. You're right, but do psionics and magic aren't they the same thing?
No.
No.
Completely
Last time you
Okay, then
said
it's not.
you said no. Okay, well then I rolled a 13 instead.
12.
Well, actually, let me see which one is the
13.
first one. Yeah, the
15?
first one is the 13.
13.
13. Lula?
No, Lula is not supposed to
rolled
roll.
No,
Oh, yeah,
Lula's the
Lula's
only
the only
one
one
that's
doesn't roll.
not.
Everyone fails.
Even the 16?
Who rolled 16?
Frank.
No, the 16 because he decided against the thing. I didn't get
Advantage because
advantage.
it's psionic.
Oh.
So it's 13.
I read.
Can everybody please roll me a d10?
Oh god.
Sorry, you actually have to roll at the start of each of your turns, but you also can't take reactions.
Okay.
So whoever's that's my turn. Up next, that would be Lula and then Aslan, right? Lula, please roll me a d10.
No, Lula and then Frank.
Oh, sorry, Frank, my bad.
Don't forget
Right.
about Frank.
I rolled a 9.
5, 10.
So is this thing like? Oh no, it's not on top of me. It's like right next to me. Okay. Thought it was-
Okay. So
So Lula, you rolled a
is-
9.
Yes, I rolled a 9. I'm after you. Yeah.
You can move and act normally,
Woo. Okay. All right.
but you still can't take reactions.
She never got hit by the
Oh,
spell
me.
though. You said she was out of the AoE.
Oh wait, yeah,
wasn't
never.
she?
Sorry, guys.
Bro.
Aw,
I
man.
keep forgetting that one person made it. I'm gonna write it.
I know you want to fuck us over so badly, but could you please pay
Hey, Lila,
attention
what are you
to who
doing?
you're doing it to?
All right, Lula is going to use her 30 feet of movement to make it from where she is right now to, I think she can just make it over here. Like, just barely make it over here with 30 feet of movement going around. And while she's doing that, she's going to whip out her flintlock pistol and she's going to shoot this abomination. And flintlock pistol, the hammer shot pistol, sorry. That's great. Does 9 hit?
Oh.
Nope.
Well, Lula curses as she gets within striking range of this beastie, and she uses her second attack to double drop kick, like fucking drop kick herself, like on this beastie. So since she has a shield up. Would a double drop kick count as a double arm strike, or is that pushing it?
You have the shield up, so no, one-armed.
Fair enough, one-armed. All right, rolling, does a 15 hit?
That's a hit.
Thank God.
Hell yeah! And Lula hits for 8 damage.
Oh, that's
8
pretty good.
damage.
Almost max.
Yeah.
You notice that you sink this hit into this thing, double drop kicking it. Bam, your foot strikes into it. It doesn't hurt the creature as much as you suspect it should.
Ah, Jesus.
Sounds like cheap.
Guys, I think we need something more powerful in my turn.
She's just saying
Right.
this from the floor.
Use your dusters.
just drop this thing and then just on the floor looking at it like, I think we need something more powerful, guys. She gets it.
Frank, D10, please.
Yes. Let me see. That's the D10. 5.
5. You do not move or take actions this turn. You also take no reactions. You are confused. Everything is spinning around you. You're not sure what your enemies or your friends are, and so you stand there, completely stunned.
He can't move.
So you.
The
when you say
thing
actions,
says
that
the creature
includes my bonus action?
doesn't move or take actions this turn.
Oh, okay.
Actions means action and bonus action. Yeah.
Okay,
Alright,
yeah.
well,
just
that's
had
your
to make
turn then, I
sure.
guess.
Okay. Yep. See you guys.
Aslan. Sorry, man. See you guys. Aslan, what are you doing?
Aslan is going to. He's gonna put his hands on over the hilt of his battle axes, but just before he takes them out, he thinks otherwise and actually grabs the javelin from his back. And as he unsheathes the javelin from his back, he's gonna let out a fierce lion roar as he enrages, and he's gonna charge towards the creature, jumping over Lula, and just above Lula, he's gonna try to sink the javelin into the creature.
Cool.
It was 18 hits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It hits for 8 damage.
Nice. This is also a magical weapon and seems to sink into the creature's flesh despite the resistance. Somehow the magic of this weapon helps it slide through the creature's thick, crusty exterior.
All right. As he does this, before he starts to slide down on top of Lula, he will use the creature's leverage, and he's gonna jump off the creature onto the ledge, to the ledge of the water.
Okay.
And he's gonna try to sink it again. He's gonna poke him with the javelin.
Go ahead.
All right, 24 for 8 damage once again.
Nice, good hit.
Offhand attack.
He's using a javelin.
Yeah, that's a one-handed weapon.
Oh, really? Okay. So let's say as he does this, he's gonna withdraw his battle axe with his left hand, and he's gonna try to hit it with the battle axe, which is not a magic weapon, but it rolls for 21 and 13 damage.
The battle axes are silvered, right?
Oh,
Well,
are they?
Didn't you do that? I think
Yeah.
Frank did
I'm
that.
pretty sure I've done that
that-
before, and yeah.
Wait, was
Yeah.
it the battle axe or the hand axe that he silvered?
Ah, you're right. But
I think
can you use the
hand axe.
it was the hand axes? You're right. Okay, yeah. But can you use the battle axes offhand attack? It's two-handed, no?
Huh? No, battle axe
battle
is
axe
one-handed.
one-handed.
You're thinking a
No,
great
you're
axe. A
thinking
great
of,
axe is two-handed.
yeah, you're thinking of a great axe.
Oh, okay, yeah. My bad.
Yeah, I mean, a
Okay,
battle
never
axe
mind.
is versatile. You can two-hand it for a D10 instead of a D8.
So what was the damage?
13
13.
slashing.
So 13
13.
halved.
Okay.
Still big hit, big hits.
All right.
Let's
Must
go.
be nice.
Jump again.
And as he
Oh, wait.
sees the battle axe kind of, I guess, bounce from the creature, he's gonna sheath it and draw his hand axe from next to his knee. That was wrapped around his knee,
Gotcha.
and that's his turn.
John, top of the round.
All right.
D10, please.
I rolled a 4 on my D10.
Sounds like you're not doing anything either.
The creature does not move or take actions this turn.
All right. I guess John is just like standing there in a daze, trying to regain his senses.
That's a more like you have a higher than 50% chance of not doing anything.
Yeah,
That's,
it's-
such, a,
we
that's,
get
such,
no
that's such a high chance.
we get no rerolls at the end of the turn or something.
At the end of your turn, yeah.
With
At the
another
end of
wisdom
your
save,
turn.
is it?
Yep.
Okay.
Why didn't I get that?
I just forgot to mention it.
I thought it would be at the. I was assuming it would be at the start of your next turn, to be honest. Like before you do that, but that's also
Yay! 21.
Nice, you save.
Sweet.
That's great,
So-
man.
So
Yeah,
D10, please.
I need to roll a D10.
Yes, sir.
What's a 7 do for me?
7. The creature uses its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach. If there is no creature within its reach, the creature does nothing this turn. Who is within your reach?
It looks like John's within my reach.
Is John the only one within your reach?
Yeah.
I mean,
Please make a melee attack against John.
yeah, I gotta. Sorry,
Oh.
John.
John's just standing there
Laughing.
like in a stupor. Then I
Yeah, I
imagine he
think
just
From the
like
monk,
gets punched.
from the monk too.
Yeah, I think Saul's just kind
No.
of freaking out.
No,
He's just lashing out and stumbling backward. And
Actually, you know
he's
what?
gonna-
So
Saul's
John's
just-
like standing there in a
Saul's just
stupor,
angry that
and then all of a sudden he like comes to and he like shakes his head and he's like, "What?" And then he turns around and he just sees Saul coming.
So,
Saul's just
Sucker
mad at him
punch.
that he didn't do anything. That's why it's happening.
ooh, it's so close. So close
Oh
to now.
damn!
That's a hit for sure.
All right, take 9 points of
Ooh.
damage, buddy.
Dude, why you gotta
Oh,
roll
well.
so good? What?
I know it's like the one time I ever get to roll really good.
You don't have to do anything
Ow.
else.
Yeah, I think I think Saul just is like flailing his arms around, and I think he just punches John really freaking hard, as hard as he can, almost.
With that, it's me again.
Yeah, let me roll a wisdom save though.
Yeah, you can make a wisdom save. I think, if I'm not mistaken, you can still use your bonus action.
Oh, I can.
Wait, that would have been good
Yeah,
to
you
know.
can't use your reaction. No, you can't. No, never mind. My bad.
Yeah,
I'm reading it wrong.
that's good.
Yeah,
Well, I failed my wisdom save, so I'm still freaking out.
you are still dazed and confused, which makes it my turn again. Frank, this creature's tentacles and warm breath sort of wrangle around you, and from its claws, you notice it raises one of its arms, and then the other arm, and these long claws seem to be made out of this chitinous material that's just layered of these same tentacles over and over and like hardened and dried. And as it raises both of them, it takes the first swing at you. 14 plus 7. Jesus. Yeah,
Oh,
that's dirty 21. 18. The 18 hit.
18 misses.
18 misses. So the first one hits you as this hard chitinous material scratches across your skin, and these tentacles sort of like mold through it. It does 7 slashing damage, but as these tentacles go into your flesh, they grab onto the very nerve endings within your body and almost pinch them, and you take an additional 6 psychic damage.
Oh,
So
Oh,
13
sorry.
in total.
9 psychic damage. So 16 in total.
Okay.
My bad maths.
Okay.
However, as it tries to hit you with a second attack, you're so shocked and the psychic pain pushes you backwards slightly and it misses the second attack. And that's the end of its turn.
Lula.
oh,
Lulu,
sorry,
yeah.
my bad. Yeah, sorry. Lula's going to heed John's advice of putting on the knuckle duster in the previous round. She's gonna say, "You got it, Magic Man." She's gonna equip it, and she's gonna get up and she's gonna wallop this mofo where it hurts, I guess. Sorry, rolling.
okay.
She's like, it's gonna be a magic attack, so right.
Mm-hmm. It's just your unarmed strike. The only difference is it's with the knuckle duster. So we gave you knuckle duster,
Hey,
didn't we?
natural 20.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
Ayo.
God.
Doing damage. Well,
No, wait. Remember, the first roll is maxed.
Yeah, first roll's max.
Yeah.
We
So it's-
decided
so
to
it's-
make this ruling.
So it's
It's 10 total.
6 plus 1. Yeah, so it's 10 total instead of
Okay.
10. That's a
okay,
decent
so
hit.
10.
Thank
Woo,
goodness.
hell yeah.
although we are gonna have to deal with that because D&D Beyond is gonna automatically make you roll double the dice.
It's fine. We'll take the first one. I think we'll just take the higher of them, to be honest.
You should just do regular rolls and just
Yeah.
add the max.
Yeah, you can
When you
just-
get a
you
natural
can just
20, it does
right-click.
it
Yeah,
itself.
when you get a natural 20, the D&D Beyond does that automatically.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Well, you just if you right click it, you can still do a normal roll.
Yeah. Nick,
So,
what
that's
was
your
the
first hit.
the
Lula,
type
what are you
of
doing?
damage that Frank also took? He took slashing damage, and what was the other one?
High kick.
Psychic. Okay, cool.
Lula, is
Alright,
that
for Lula's bonus action, she's going to attempt to shove the monster away from Frank. Now, I don't know what to
That-
roll.
Athletics.
I've never done
That would be appreciated. Yes.
contested athletics check?
Frank's
if I'm
not doing so
mistaken?
great.
I rolled a natural 1.
Can you shove a
Oh,
large creature
oh,
though?
fuck.
Doesn't it have like an advantage or something?
You have disadvantage on the roll. Oh wait, I
I
have
have
advantage
disadvantage.
on the roll. You're right, Kyle, not the other way around. It's a 2.
Ah,
Holy shit.
I'm rolling athletics.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure
20
I'm pretty sure your basic thing is higher than his 2.
I
even
rolled
if you
the
roll a
athletics
1.
check is 22.
22, yeah. No, I have a big plus, but it's not enough. You shove the creature. In what direction?
Away from
Like,
Frank.
backwards,
in what
south,
direction?
you're like, give me a
I'd
cardinal
say
direction.
probably like this way, right?
yeah, I was thinking exactly the same way. Yeah, around here.
Just kind of away from Frank and Lula that way.
Yeah,
There.
You shove the
and
creature.
then
Does,
Lula's gonna use 5, 10 movement speed, and she's gonna deliver another punch with the astral knuckle.
do we get an attack of opportunity if it's shoved away from range?
It's force movement, no.
Okay.
And I mean, Frank is the only one who was within range who would get that attack of opportunity, and he can't do any because even if he does hit, he does 0 damage with his fist.
Also, everybody
fine.
except Lula can't take reactions.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
What about John
unless
since he passes safe?
John can. Yeah,
Oh, John can now. Yeah, John's free. So John and Lula are free. Everybody else can't take reactions.
Yeah.
So Lula moves in front of the creature and she delivers. She attempts to deliver another punch, but she just whiffs it just before it connects, and she just like slaps it hard with the open palm somehow.
Gotcha. Fails.
Yeah.
You punch into the side of this creature's armor, and this knuckle duster just sort of like off some of the armor, but it makes it a glancing blow.
Yeah.
Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Frank, can I please have a D10 again?
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh yay! I rolled a 1.
A 1.
Do I die instantly?
The creature uses all of its movement to move in a random direction. To determine the direction, please roll a D8 for me.
I was figuring.
I'm just gonna go clockwise like that. 1 to 8, of course,
Okay.
and
I
then
rolled a 3 on the D8.
a 3. So 1, 2, 3. You move to the right.
Okay, so your thing is mirrored. So I go to.
So you take your full
I go
movement
this
to move
way,
to the
right?
right. Yeah.
This way.
That is
Is
to
it
the right,
is it
yes.
difficult terrain or no? Hold on, let me see. None of this is difficult terrain, right?
On top of the creature, on top of the creature isn't difficult terrain now.
Okay, so that's here.
Yeah.
Let me guess. I also don't get to do anything else.
You get to roll a
The
wisdom
creature
save.
doesn't take an action this turn. You get to roll a wisdom save at the end of your turn.
Yay!
Yeah.
Wait, I forgot to roll a wisdom save.
Yay! It still does. He still doesn't save it. Yay! Okay, guys. Next. That's Aslan.
Oh damn.
Boss fights, guys. What can I say?
Mr. Lion
More
Man.
interesting than just it slaps for a lot of damage. Mr. Lion Man, you didn't make your save.
If only it was.
Should I make a
magic
save
instead
now?
of
'Cause I
fighting
forgot
organs.
to make one last turn.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You didn't make the roll.
You didn't roll.
This is what you roll.
Yeah. 16.
16 saves.
Oh, beautiful. All right, then.
So if,
Aslan
so
will
if I had that
proceed.
advantage the first time, I wouldn't have. Okay, great. For fuck's sake.
Aslan will proceed to run up this creature's side.
Mhm.
And as he's running it, he's holding his javelin to the right, trying to tear open his flesh from the side.
Okay. Please make your attack.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say it's a reckless attack.
Okay.
So first one is 25. So it hits for 8 damage.
Good hit.
And as he does this, he's gonna slide on the mug, and he's gonna spin around and hit it with the silvered hand axe.
Okay.
And it hits for 7 damage.
You guys notice that where the normal weapons did not seem to pierce, this hand axe, despite silver being a softer metal, is able to sink within this creature's flesh. But as it's withdrawn, you can see that the silver is heavily damaged. And this is not something that you can keep doing. You have maybe a couple more hits before it's completely ripped it off. But it seems to be doing the work.
All right. And as he knows this, he's gonna swing one more time with his momentum and sink the javelin into him.
Mm-hmm.
For 10 damage.
Nice big hit. You guys notice this creature is starting to stagger a little bit after taking all these hits. And its
That's the end.
crusty barnacle-like exterior is starting to crack and crumble in places.
Okay.
Cool.
With that, John, it's your turn. Top of the round.
All right. So so I guess John just got punched in the face by a Saul, and he sees the confused look on his face. So he just like pushes himself away from his companion, and he is going to step aside, and he's gonna turn towards the monster, and he's gonna raise his glasses and say, "Uratsaka matute nai kaya," and he's gonna cast Phantasmal Force on it. I need a Intelligence save DC 15.
Fails.
Alright, so in the creature's mind, it's gonna be fighting Lula, and Lula's gonna begin looking all fuzzy in its vision, and then while in the middle of the fight, a Lula double is gonna step out from within her, and is also gonna put on a Celestial Steel Knuckle Duster, and it's gonna punch it, and it's gonna hurt it for 2 psychic damage, and it's just gonna stay
2.
there like fighting it. There's 2 Lulas fighting it.
Cool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And that's actually John will stand over here. And that's John's turn.
Cool, thank you very much. Saul, D10, please.
I got 2.
Here, this
2.
fist is the Phantom Lula.
The creature doesn't move or take any actions this turn.
I'm going to try
Sorry,
to
bro.
resist. Fucking bullshit.
Hey man, it could be worse.
Yeah, it could be a lot worse.
Could have made you punch your friends.
Or it could have been better, and I could John.
Yeah,
or you
it could
or you
have been
could just
better.
be
And it could have
useless
been a
for the-
crit.
16 has a 16 do.
You save.
All right, thank goodness. All right. Yeah, Saul kind of shakes his head,
be nice.
narrows his eyes towards this disgusting creature, and hopefully it'll be dead before he can do anything else.
The creature makes a wisdom saving throw to determine which Lula is the real Lula. And then upon failing, makes both of its attacks against this phantasmal force. Which hit
Wait.
and do absolutely nothing.
Wisdom or intelligence?
Oh, is it intelligence?
Well, yeah, I mean
rolled
the
a 6.
original
I
save
didn't
is
think it's enough.
intelligence save.
Okay, yeah, so I rolled a 6. I still don't think it's enough.
Okay. Yeah, DC
Yep.
15 probably not.
Yeah, the first attack goes out at the fake Lula and completely misses. And then it makes the second attack, turning around, not knowing which of the Lulas to hit, and attacks Aslan for 18.
By the way, does the creature have eyes?
No.
Okay, never mind then.
Yeah. You notice
it right
that
here?
the phantasmal force, when the psychic damage struck it, the creature definitely took immediate notice to it. It almost as if the damage was not more, but of something that it was on a higher level to, if you understand what I mean. Like it
Like it
it
recognizes
was like,
it.
ooh, it recognized it
distinct.
exactly, and that's why as distinct, and that's why I took the first attack against the phantasmal force. The other one will then go out against Aslan for an 18, because of advantage. So 18 plus 7 is like 25. It
Why
hits.
advantage?
Reckless attack.
Did he?
Yep.
Okay, my bad.
Which means it hits you for 6 plus 3 slashing, so that can be halved. And then an additional, and as it does, seems as almost as if these tentacles slide within your very nerve endings, and the psychic damage rushes up your arm for a total of 12 psychic damage.
So,
Ow.
Oh. Ouch. Yeah. You can tell that once the attack sinks through Aslan's flesh, he doesn't even flinch. But once the psychic damage comes in, he goes like, "Ah!" You actually notice a reaction from him.
That's the first time we've ever noticed him reacting to something.
That's the creature's turn.
Found his
Lulu, you're up.
weakness.
Found his weakness.
Okay. All right. So, Lula did also notice the silver from Aslan's javelin kind of working, but also getting weaker, right?
Yeah. From his hand axe.
Sorry, hand axe. My bad. Sorry, hand axe. But before Lula attacks, she's gonna ask John a quick question. Hey, John, do you think making this big boy swallow some silver will do some real damage?
I think you should just punch it.
Okay. Lula will do exactly just that. She's gonna punch it. Ooh, not a bad roll. 23.
That's a hit for sure.
5 damage.
Damage.
Bonus action. Lula is going to reload her pistol. She forgot to do that last time. And hit again.
If I'm not mistaken, wielding your shield, you can't use the reload action. Like you can't reload stuff.
All
That's
right.
how that
So
works.
instead of
That's-
okay. Yeah, you're right. I guess okay. So okay. So bonus action. Forget what I just said. Gonna shove it again.
Can you take a bonus action shove? Do you have a feature?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
If the creature's
Only if I
facing
make an
Aslan
attack.
right now, doesn't Lula get
Alright.
advantage for flanking?
No.
Should have to be one
The
square down.
creature's so big. Yeah.
She
No,
has to be where
what-
the fake Lula is.
Well, that
Yeah.
depends. Does the Phantom Force count as an ally?
I mean,
Probably, but you guys are
should.
still like at the front end of the creature. It's big. It's
Okay.
not like you're behind it, you know.
Gotcha.
All right. Lula's athletics shove. His athletics check was a 7, so that didn't work.
No.
Yeah. So and then yeah. Okay, and then she's gonna punch it properly this time. Can I use the previous roll or should I roll again?
So you've taken an action to punch, bonus action to shove. Are you action surging to punch it again? You're muted. What?
Sorry, I'm just doing a second punch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't worry. Action surge will
Like,
come again.
yeah. Offhand strike, you mean?
Yeah. Okay, I'm rolling again. 18. Sorry, 24 altogether.
I was about to say.
Yep.
Yeah.
7 damage.
Good hit.
Lula readies her shield up and says, come at me, you thing. And ending turn.
Frank, may I please have a D10?
9.
999.
Can
The
I finally
creature
do
can
something?
act and move normally.
Great. I'm gonna cast heat metal on it.
Okay. Creative, I like it.
Which means that because it's part of its body, it would not be able to drop it, I'm assuming. And within any creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage when it casts a spell until it ends. You can use a bonus action on each of your subsequent turns to cause this damage again.
So 2d8. Do I get a saving throw?
Nope.
Nice. I love it. Guaranteed damage.
5 damage on the first one.
5. Not bad.
What does this look like?
He's casted it before, but I'll explain it. So he aims his gun at because I think the biggest like metallic part is the shell thing, right?
Yes, but it's also like its exoskeleton seems to be made of some sort like alloys of the same material. And there's almost like layers of.
So you see Frank aiming his gun at the creature, and as he pulls the trigger, instead of like a big glowing thing, you just see like a little flicker slowly go towards the creature as all the metallic parts on the creature start glowing red from heat as it starts to take some damage.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Do I have something to do with my bonus action right now? I don't.
You guys notice on the creature's body the tiny cracks of the carapace, and small parts start to flake off and grow white hot as they and burn this creature's body, and it squeals again in pain, and you can see its distress and its whole body seemingly being lit up, as you notice that the metal elements may not only be on the outside.
Came to the wrong neighborhood, motherfucker.
Take this, you metallic bitch. Frank is gonna end his turn, and let's hope he finally saves this time. Nope. Never mind.
I'm just thinking
Aslan.
like unlikely. But with this +0, damn.
Aslan, did you make your saving throw?
If only it was magic.
Oh, does he have to make another one?
You passed it, right?
Yeah, he passed the last turn.
Then you're good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then you don't have to.
Let's continue.
Yeah. So Abzan, he's gonna jump on top of the rock next to him, keeping within the creature's reach, and he's gonna turn and poke him with the javelin. No reckless attack this time.
Poke, poke.
He learned his lesson from how much it hurt last time.
7 damage
Okay.
with the javelin, and then he's gonna hit it again with the same hand axe that he hit before. 14. Does that hit?
That hits, yes.
Beautiful. For 9 damage.
Nice, good hit.
And then he's gonna poke it one more time with the javelin for 10 damage.
Nice, not bad, not bad.
Did the hand axe break yet?
It's
I mean, he's on 2. You said
It's-
he had a couple.
on the edge. Like it seems like the steel carapace of this creature, whatever it is, the celestial carapace of this creature has completely like scraped the silver off, and you have maybe one more hit with the silver before it's completely wrecked. But that's you just hitting it against a harder material, basically.
I guess Alvin will notice that like the hand axe getting chipped off. So he's gonna put it again in his knee holster, I guess, or his knee sheath, and then he's gonna grab another one from the other knee.
Okay.
And that's his turn.
Always double hit.
You want to see me do it again?
Imagine Aslan's wearing like a garter, where he just
I know, right?
he just slips the hand axe into. All right, so here, let me roll 1d6 psychic damage. That's another 5 psychic damage from Phantom Lula.
He
And
just squeals again, turning to Phantom Lula.
Fuck it up, Lula.
he shoots his beam, and I imagine he misses with a 10.
Frank is also a little bit unsure
10
of
misses.
which one's the real Lula. He's been
Frank
struggling.
can't see anything. Frank can't see
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
The fake Lula is only inside the creature's head.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, but you can tell that like John has almost like a wispy glow, just like a green glow oozing from his eyes, from behind his glasses. So you can tell he has some kind of magic active, some kind of spell active. But then
And you
he's
can
just
tell
gonna,
Get him,
something
John.
in that area is annoying the creature.
yeah,
John,
and the
go
creature
get
is
him,
kind of
John.
asking weird. It's probably like flailing in a way where it's like trying to hit something that's
You
not
could-
there.
You could just see the creature just like get hit by something that's not there.
Yeah. So
just get punched.
so he shoots a beam at it. The first part of the beam misses, but then he redirects it and hits it with a 25 for 11 force damage.
Nice, good hit.
And that's his turn. No, I lie. So I'm gonna
dare
use my
you.
bonus action to try and knock him into the dirt with telekinesis. I need a DC 15 strength check. Or be knocked prone.
17, sorry.
Alright. That's his turn.
Okay. Saul,
Okay.
you made your save finally.
Yep, I'm about to fuck this guy up, man. I'm gonna run alongside the shore and tumble past Aslan, and then I'm gonna shoot this guy twice, starting out. Now I'm flanking, so can I get advantage on that?
Ranged weapon attack.
Yeah, but it's within 5 feet, so I think it might be.
Oh. I don't know. You can't get ranged weapon with flanking, but let me see where you are.
But I mean, he has the feat. That means he doesn't have a disadvantage from the thing.
Yeah, I don't. It's up to you if you don't
I'll
want to
give
do
it
it
to
that
you.
way. That's
Yeah, I
fine.
mean,
I'll
he's
give
at
it to you.
melee range, you know.
And I'll give it to you. Yeah.
Okay.
And also, you made it cool, so you can have cinematic advantage.
All right.
But I think if you want to flank,
yeah.
you might have to go to Lula's side instead, because he was facing Aslan before.
No, it's just turn to where the psychic
Yeah, the phantom.
damage is
Ah,
taken
okay.
from.
So I
Cool.
hit both
Okay.
times.
Oh, were we doing with facing rules? I forgot.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right, so that is 14 points of damage with the 2 attacks.
Total?
Yep, and then I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spend a key point to do flurry of blows. So I'm gonna get 2 unarmed strikes. All right, that's a net 20 on the second one.
Nice.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
So that's
So
13.
So it's 9 plus 3. Yeah, 9, 13.
okay,
So
and
close.
then, damage for the second one is 7.
Nice. Oh, so close. 20 total then.
And you know what? I'll just spend another key point and add another 1d6 to that. And I'll apply it. You know what?
Should have said it, bro.
I'll apply
I mean,
that.
I'm about to describe it, so.
I want to apply that to the critical hit. So hey, I'm playing right now. Oh my gosh! All right, that's 9 points of damage. I hope that kills it. I need to go yell at my children. 1 second.
It's Daddy's playtime.
Great.
Saul just beats this creature incessantly, cracking it down as it just bashes into the back of this thing's carapace. And as it's taking this beating, it turns, pieces of its shell cracking and breaking off. It lashes out in complete rage as it's nearly completely dead. And in its last moments of desperation, as you can see, this thing is literally swaying, and on its last legs, it lets out a hollow on almost a little shriek again before magical darkness just and emanates from its body, almost like a smoke from the cracks, and engulfs the area in darkness. John, can you see through magical darkness?
Negative.
Then 30 feet around you guys. Let me just draw a nice little square here. Make sure I'm doing this right. So about 30 feet is now engulfed in complete darkness, and the creature tries to run straight through Lula.
Oh.
They still get attack of opportunity.
Yeah. Aslan and Saul
at
can have an attack of
disadvantage.
opportunity at disadvantage.
But we're still flanking,
Lula. Yeah.
True.
so it'd just be a straight roll.
I was gonna say Lula's now flanking as this creature tries to like lash out and then run over her. But first I was gonna have her make an athletics roll to not be pushed prone by the creature.
Okay.
I have advantage because it's a large creature, but yeah, you guys can make your attacks of opportunity.
Could I try to shoot it with a firebolt? Even like taking
it's a
Spanish.
yeah, it's a reaction, so I wouldn't say that a reaction is like a flanking attack, if you get what I mean.
That's fair. That's fine.
Yeah.
Uh,
With disadvantage because of the magical
even
darkness.
Magic.
Okay.
and it tries to run through Lula with like a 20 something. Lula, what's your athletics or acrobatics save to not be completely just shoved over by this creature?
Does the 12 hit it?
Misses, I'm afraid. Sorry.
Yeah, we're good.
My
Aslan?
athletics save is
Also-
23.
Also
23. 12. You failed to.
23.
23. Okay, let me check what the modifier is, because it was 20 something.
If I make another roll,
Modifier?
is it also with disadvantage?
23 is higher. Well done.
Hey.
If you make a what? Sorry.
If I make another roll, is it also with disadvantage?
What roll?
With like inspiration?
Oh, if you want to use your inspiration,
Yeah, I'm
You
just
just
wondering if it would
reroll.
also be with
But
disadvantage.
Yeah.
it's a free reroll. Is all that is.
no, but wait, you weren't supposed to roll at disadvantage, right? It was just a straight
Magical
roll
darkness.
because you're flanking.
No, it was he.
Yeah, but
he
flanking is.
said
rolled-
I'm saying as a reaction attack because you're flanking, you can't have advantage on that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's
Okay.
like you're lashing out in like a thing, you know.
Yeah, it's like a reactionary attack. Understood.
Exactly. You wanna drop your inspiration on it?
Well, that depends. If it's gonna be also disadvantage or just a
No,
normal?
it's just
Just a
straight
free
roll.
reroll.
Okay, let's do
That means
it.
you just throw another dice at it.
I'm not sure how to describe it, but he somehow gets another poke in there.
Oh, he's just
It-
blind. He's just blindly,
That angry.
jabbing. It just goes dark, and he just goes, huh? And something somehow hits it.
9 damage. Actually,
9
I know what
damage.
it looks like.
Jeez.
Nick,
Okay,
could I
please
try to
describe
do
it. Go.
He goes to poke once and then it misses, and then somehow you notice that somehow, some way, it instantly goes like this, bah, bah, back and forth again, like instantly, like
Mhm.
something magical just propelled it back and forth, and it hits the second time for 9 damage. Yeah.
9
Very
damage.
nice.
Enough.
Does he just like impale it or something?
Because
Because as soon as he
stabs it
kills
with its
it,
spear as it's making
the
its
darkness
getaway, and this
fades,
creature
right?
lurches forward and tumbles over Lula. And like you say, then the darkness immediately fades as this creature's consciousness concentration snaps. And you guys watch as this creature tumbles over Lula. Lula steps to the side with her save, and the creature just into the mud, coming to an undignified end, face first in this swamp muck. You guys
Nice hit.
stand in your victory.
John stands there holding a bloody nose, panting.
Saul pats him on the shoulder and walks up to the creature and just shoots it in the head region about 2 or 3 more times.
With his,
And with that,
his revolver,
I think we're
he's
gonna
like,
go to break. Saul executes this creature. I think we're gonna go to break. Thank you very much. We'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Thank you, everyone.
as Saul stands over the creature, executioner style, and puts 3 more bullets from his gun into it in quick succession. John feels something. And while the creature's body is like now stopped moving, parts of it are still twitching and the heat metal is still going on and it's still burning and sizzling somewhat. But it seems that there is an angry consciousness still within the presence of the creature. And John can feel something there, a psychic anger, just emotion.
You can see Frank just vigorously still continuing on with the heat metal. I don't know if you want to roll me. I want me to roll for damage, but
You can if you like, but combat's over.
He's going to like target this this other mind that's within this creature with his telepathy, and he's going to ask, "Who are you?"
Of course, now I roll high and it does another 15 damage from the fire.
The shell starts sizzling apart as from within the creature, John hears the equivalent of and then the presence is gone in a rage quit.
John says, "Bastard." So yeah, so John walks over. He pulls out a handkerchief from one of his pockets, and he wipes the blood around his like mustache and stubble from his bloody nose that has slowed to just a trickle, which he wipes every now and then. And he approaches the party, still panting from the battle, and he says, "What the hell? Why was this thing attached to the creature? Or is it even a creature? What? I don't understand any of this."
Frank's just in the corner next to the creature, trying to salvage as much of its metal and stuff as possible.
You can, as it sizzles away, you can crack bits of it off.
Yes, I would like to do that. So you guys could just hear in the background.
This thing, it's the inside of it was almost like a machine.
It's valuable. Some good metal, this.
Saul furrows his brow and goes to stand next to Frank and observe as he's removing the armor. As soon as enough armor has been taken off, I want to do an autopsy.
Frank is gonna like as soon as he notices that Saul stands next to him, and he's like putting some parts of the armor away. He's gonna like hand some parts of it to Saul so that he can carry more of it.
He wrinkles his nose, doesn't look pleased.
Come on, man! This is really valuable. This is some good stuff. Come on.
As you guys are doing this, behind you, there's movement. And you hear a creak and a crank as
I aim my gun at it.
Behind us where?
And you know-
North, south, east, or west?
and you notice that the large construct creature, this shelled thing, not the one that you fought, but the one that you were inside, lurches and slowly starts sliding deeper into the water of the crater.
Frank, look out! Oh no, wait. Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the map and I.
Yeah, no,
Ignore
I
me.
moved myself because Frank is next to the creature, getting some stuff off of it now.
Yeah.
Guys, can we stop that? Should we stop it?
Should I
No.
electrocute the water again?
No. It's best.
I'm
if-
sure it won't heal it this time.
It's best.
Does it look like it's?
This thing
Does
is
it look like
forgotten.
it's like alive and like burrowing down, or does it look like it's just sinking?
Give me an investigation check.
Can I help him with that by also looking?
You can roll your own investigation check.
That's also fine.
Investigation.
Investigation.
It's a nat 20, baby.
I rolled. Yeah, I rolled an 18.
John
Definitely
says,
seems some sort of reaction has been sparked off, and this thing is pulling itself deeper away, almost like somewhere between a self-destruct sequence and a fight or flight being initiated.
Yeah, Saul's gonna like kind of pat Frank's back, like trying to.
Yeah, I see it. I see it because Frank's also looking. He also did an investigation check. It was 18. He's like, yeah, I see it. I see it. Do I? And he like raises his gun to it. Do we want to shoot it, or do we want to run?
Sorry, what?
It
blast
might
it.
be a self-destruct sequence, guys, or it might be
Saul starts
just trying
running.
to run.
He just runs.
What
He hears
self-destruct?
self-destruct sequence. He's out of there.
Wait, what do you mean self-destruct? It just falls apart? What's the problem?
No, this thing. I don't know. It depends on if it's a machine or a creature. But
As it slides more.
guys,
John
you can
just
see- you
beams
can
it.
see-
John shoots it with an
you-
eye beam.
You can see Frank start to hightail it behind Saul as he's going. Guys, we need to run.
Hits it with a 24 for 11 force.
That hits it.
Then he hits it with a 15 for another 6 force. So 17 total. And then
17 total.
he begins like walking back slowly, getting distance from it.
This thing continues to slide into the water, and as you beam it, it's almost somewhat accelerated as it pulls itself down, and the water starts to flood through the hole that you saw and that you guys went through. And this thing is now more than halfway submerged.
Alright, I'm gonna keep shooting it. He's just gonna keep the beam on it.
Can I also shoot it with my firebolt?
Go ahead.
Keep in mind that Frank is still also kind of far away. But
That
Frank
means
has-
you have to drop your concentration on the heat metal, though, right? Oh no, not a concentration.
No.
Never mind. I'm an idiot.
Is that
Lu-
so? Why would I-
Lula,
He hits it for another 24 total force damage.
Nice.
19 for 6 plus 8, so that's 14 fire damage.
Nice. Is anybody doing anything else?
Lula is still trying to reload her gun with the shield. It's kind of proving to be difficult.
This creature. Oh, sorry.
I mean,
No,
are
I
we
was gonna
damaging
say,
it?
Aslan is just watching this and looking forward between his party and the thing sinking in, and he's just scratching his head.
You could just see a firebolt coming from like a little bit further away, just pew, flying past both John and Aslan and Lula.
Soul just books it in the opposite direction.
Frank
I
just
hope you
shoots
guys
it
are
from
like
afar.
moving your tokens. Because we're still in the scene, right?
I mean,
Yeah. Soul,
We
move
are?
your token
I
if you're
closed
booking
it.
it.
Saul, which way did you go? Because Frank is going the
North.
same. Okay, yeah. Frank's off the map. Let's just leave it at that. Frank is off the map. Can Frank
Finally.
shoot it again?
You got your turn. The shell dips below the water. And bloop, almost with a little splash. And the ripples across the water continue for a minute. And then it's still as you guys look on.
John says, "Good riddance."
Is it dead? You can hear Frank from the distance.
Saul gives him a thumbs up.
It's not dead. It should be dying. It's only been out here for what, 3 days? And now we've.
It's not gonna explode?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm gonna stay over here then.
Probably would have exploded when that were the case. Probably would have exploded when Saul threw some dynamite into it. I think we're safe.
That's a
But,
fair point.
Let's just hope it's dead. Forgotten.
I'm sorry, self-destruct meant explode? What did you guys say, Sal?
I'm sorry, you didn't understand what self-destruct meant?
It could mean anything. Termites self-destruct their home by destroying the tree.
You could see a bewildered look on Frank's face as he just tries to understand it. The incompetence.
Makes sense. Come on. You should
Lula,
have just said.
next time I say self-destruct, I mean kaboom boom.
You should have just said that. But okay, sure, fine, sure.
So I was gonna slowly approach the water line again. Just taking it real slow, real easy.
Frank's behind him.
Any signs of any trouble?
Frank's behind him, using him as cover.
Then John
And
will
muck.
say, "Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead."
Oh, sorry. No.
John will say, "Some things in this world are best left uncovered." As he watches the bits of like bubbling coming out from within the water where the creature sunk.
There's bits
Jesus.
of bubbling, and the disturbed dirt and muck from your fight, from this creature's sinking, have made this water even more murky than the other water in the swamp. But you notice the last few bubbles, and then the water seems to sit.
Frank is, by the way, going to cast Cure Wounds on himself. So he's healing himself a little bit.
In the still water, nothing happens.
I do want to see if I can find anything weird about the barnacle creature if I do an autopsy. Because just the way he said that he sensed something inside it, I want to see if there's like another life form inside of it or anything like that.
Frank,
Is there a
Frank will
little green
gladly
man
help
inside?
him.
Yeah, like a little blue person in its brain or something.
Like Men in Black, yeah.
Yeah.
Frank will gladly help him, trying to also just still scavenge as much of the metal parts as possible.
Please make a medicine check for me.
All right. Do I get advantage because Frank's helping me?
Sure. Do you have medicine, Frank?
No. Frank is also mostly just like.
It's
just
okay. I
trying to
got an
recover.
18 for both rolls anyway, so it's
Yeah, he got a 24 in total.
You can get through most of this creature. And what you notice, much like the other one, it is as much constructed as it is a creature. It is some sort of biosynthetic mixture of metal and beast. And this shell, which is most definitely celestial, as Frank chips it off, seems to almost naturally grow from this creature.
gotcha.
But what you do notice is that within the head case of this creature, there are no eyes, no mouth. This is.
Wait, how did it make
There's
the
no
sounds?
stomach from these tentacles.
From the tentacles, oh, okay.
Yeah, it has like this pearl-like round bulbous metallic head, which is these tentacles like pouring out of it. And the arms are very, very similar with like these tentacle excrusions, like these slimy little feelers. But it seems that there's a metallic skeleton with like what you only describe as tentacled flesh wrapped around it, and then another metallic carapace that is not constructed. It definitely seems to have grown around this creature. And as you finish your autopsy, you guys start to hear croaks and chirps. If you guys would like to make some croaks and chirps for me, my throat is very sore. All around you, as there seems to be something moving in from the north.
Saul is gonna hide. Gonna try to help the others hide as well. Try to find a good hiding spot, like some underbrush to hide in.
Okay.
I guess Aslan will try to perceive what it is.
Where are these sounds coming from?
The north.
The north. Oh, Frank and Saul came back. Never mind.
Wait, they're just animal noises, right? You said?
They are familiar to something that you've heard just a few days ago on your journey into the swamps.
Oh, fucking frog people. God damn it.
What time of day is it, by the way?
Let's get out of here.
Late afternoon at this point.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Frank will look at the rest of the party and say, "Yeah, I don't want to deal with those frog things again. They were annoying. Let's get out of here."
Alright, we're gonna walk in the opposite direction, towards the south.
Okay.
Yeah. Nick, how much of the metal stuff did I manage to gather?
We'll discuss like what it's worth off camera. I'll make you roll something for it.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily looking for its worth. I just want to fashion it into something as well.
Okay.
But we'll figure it out then. Cool.
Yeah. Like I said, you know this material is only really worked in Baygate.
Yeah, I know.
And maybe in the capital, but it takes a very particular type of forge to.
No, Frank's gonna go to Baygate for it anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so we head out. We head off away from the frog bitches, and I'm assuming we're going to civilized land again.
Well, I would
Frank
say
will-
probably
Frank-
like a mile into how much mile into venturing south. Azan will stop and ask, "Where do we go?"
Yeah, Frank would have also been curious. Yeah, where are we? Are we going back to? I think it's time for us to go back to Tenton, right, guys? I personally would also like to go back to Baygate for a bit to use all the new materials we've gathered on our journey. I'm sure I can fashion this very valuable celestial into something useful for both me and some of you guys, maybe Aslan's weapons or you guys' guns, or maybe Lula's shield even.
I'm sorry,
Oh,
but
good,
I believe
good.
we have more pressing matters than your trade, Frank. Right? We still need to go see the mission statement. The
Yeah, I would like to
chapel
go
to the
back to.
to the west. I mean, don't you have work to do in Tenton yourself?
Yes,
Still need to see
that's
Mr. Weejan get paid.
yes, that's why I would like to go back to Tenton, and then from there I will go to Baygate after.
Phil's gonna scribble on his slate and hold it up, and it says bridge question mark.
No.
Bridge. What
Mr.
bridge?
Mr. Weejan bridge question
Ah,
mark.
yes. Well, we are supposed to we were supposed to meet the workers to the east as well to help protect them while they build the bridge, but now that
They,
the tunnel is secured, I was thinking maybe they're not gonna build it. I'm not sure on that. Did Mr.
I
Weejan
think we had the
say what
choice
the
of
plan
doing
was?
either. Yeah, it was either going to this and or going that way, right?
Because
Like
John,
it was a decision.
yeah, I remember John contacted Mr. Weejan, and he explained that that they destroyed the monument and that they were gonna go investigate the monster that was like a few days away. And then
Mhm.
Mr. Weejan said something about, okay, the workers are heading to the eastern bridge.
Well, you haven't spoken to him since then. You
But
don't
I
know.
mean, yeah, okay.
Yeah, but
Last you
it's been
heard,
several
last you heard
days.
the workers set out.
Yeah, so it's been several days. So Frank will say, yeah, I think it's been several days since the workers have already left for that bridge. I think with our travel time backwards, I'm not sure we'll. I'm sure they'll have arrived there, one way or another before we can get to them. I think our best option is to just go back to Tenton, guys, and inform Mr. Weejan.
Well, Tenton is not really a skipping a step and away from here. I think
Well,
first we go back to the village and get some rest. I can contact Mr. Weejan from there and make sure that that's what we're supposed to do.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Because otherwise we might be needed at the eastern bridge. If not, that's fine. We can go to Tenton. But for now, let's just make it back to safety, where we can regain our strength. and then we would head towards the village of was it Chief Leatherback? Yeah,
think
Chief
so.
Leatherback. Mhm.
So, Aslan, can I please have a survival roll as you try and lead them back through the swamps?
Keep us away from
He
the
rolls
Gungans.
22.
22.
Nicely done.
Oh,
You're
Yeah.
able to keep them away from the frog folk, but before you're even halfway back, evening descends upon you. It starts to get dark in the swamp. And you guys are going to need to make some sort of plan or travel through the night, which, from the sounds and movements in the darkness and the mist of the swamps, Aslan gets the feeling with his 22, things get a little bit freakier after dark.
Frank would like to actively protest against moving through the night. Um,
Freak-
I
the
think
freaks
before
come
you
out
guys
at
notice
night.
this, Aslan will
Freaks
go
come
like
out
this,
at night.
and then as everyone stops, he'll be like, time to rest. And he's gonna try to track down a place, maybe like a clearing, to spend the
Mhm.
night,
Okay, skill check.
unless
3
there's some sort
successes
of
or 3
cave.
failures. Who wants to set up? Who's going to help set up camp?
Yeah,
Frank will. He probably has some.
Wait,
Some.
is a
some
clearing
stuff.
really a good place to set up camp, though?
Well, I asked if there was a cave, like anything that indicated there might be a nearby cave. But we're in the
So-
swamp, right? So I
Yeah,
guess
what
not.
you're looking at on the swamp is you're mostly looking for something that's dry. Any land that's a little bit raised up so that you're not in the water, ideally. And a space that's big enough for 5 people is more of a mission to find than you think.
Is there no like giant mangroves or something we can stay under its roots?
It's possible. Like I said, setting up camp, 3 successes, 3 failures. Who's doing what?
okay.
I would say Aslan is doing the tracking, probably.
So you want to do a survival check to try and find a good place. Go for it. Roll survival for me, please.
Right.
Frank would like to help set up camp with getting tinkering stuff and putting stuff in place.
Lulu would like to try to find some firewood.
Okay. Lula, do you have survival or nature?
I have +1 in survival. Not
You can roll me a
proficient, but
survival,
I try.
survival check to find some firewood. Frank, please be more specific than I'm tinkering to set up stuff.
Yeah, like you know how you need to put what are those things called? Like those
Tent
metal
poles.
things in. Yeah.
Do
stuff
you
like
guys have a
that.
tent?
I don't know. Do we have a tent?
I don't think you guys have a tent.
Oh.
Hang on,
John
Lulu looks in her
has
backpack.
0 camping supplies whatsoever.
Yeah, no, we've got like
John has like a tiny
You have
little
bedrolls.
backpack.
yeah. I think if you have like adventuring gear of any kind, there's supposed to be like stuff for this in it.
Aslan has a bedroll.
Yeah.
I got a bed too.
Okay, so we got Aslan. What's your survival check?
He's rolled a 14.
14. I've set
Yeah,
the DC
and
as
he
13,
has
so we have 1
the
success.
Outlander background, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Wait.
You're
let me
able
see.
to find a piece of raised ground that has 2 trees growing and hanging over it. And while the trees don't necessarily make a cave, they are a decent windbreak, and it seems to be dry.
Saul is gonna go around collecting blankets from everyone
Mm-hmm.
because I believe everyone should have 1 blanket in their inventory. I think that's I think that just comes with the adventuring kits. And he's gonna scurry up the tree and he's gonna set up the blankets as hammocks between the 2 trees.
Okay.
So there should be 6 hammocks. If I need to roll anything, I will.
5 hammocks.
Or 5.
I'm just thinking about what skill you would roll for that. Athletics, acrobatics.
I think it would be acrobatics, right? Because it's like
Yeah.
hand-eye coordination and
Acrobatics, you can give me a roll.
Right. 19.
That's a success. And Lula gathering firewood.
15.
Nice. You guys are able to gather enough firewood for a small fire. It's somewhat dry. Lula knows how to collect dry firewood separated from the wet firewood because she's a farm girl.
John's not
Yeah.
really helping set up. He was like busy, just like writing in his booklet, in his little black booklet, and doing drawings and stuff like that of the things that he saw inside the creature and the monsters he's seen. But then he sees them like starting to pile up firewood to start a small fire, and then John comes over. He's like glancing around and he says, "Hey guys, should we really start a fire out here? We're gonna stick out like a escort in court."
Exactly. That'll make the predators be afraid of fire.
Aslan will say, he will interject, and he will say, maybe we can do smokeless fire. Like
That's possible.
I don't remember his name.
Lula, I don't know if monsters fear
Bear
fire.
Grylls.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
oh, smokeless fire, like what's his? You're right.
Yeah,
Isn't it like
maybe 20 seconds later,
hedgehog
Aslan
people?
will say, oh yes, Swift Shoe.
Yeah, the hedgehog people. Aslan, have you paid attention to how they did that? I think Frank did as well, actually.
Aslan will shrug.
I'm pretty sure Frank paid attention to how they did that because he was intrigued.
Okay, well you can roll me an intelligence check to see how much you picked up.
Straight intelligence. It's just straight from the thing, so not a saving throw, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
16.
Nice.
Nice. You can figure it out, and you dig one hole on the other side, and you make sure it's pointing in the right wind direction. You check your thumb as you saw the hedgehog man do, and then you send the spark into the fire. And for a second, there's a bit of smoke, and you're worried, and then the flames come out clean as the oxygen burns through.
Yeah. I knew I could figure it out.
Problem solved.
Any other worries, John?
I think that'll be fine. He says, only sparing a momentary a glance towards the fire before he goes back to writing into his booklet.
Okay.
King,
No.
What?
What?
What'd you say?
what?
No, I was about to do some
What?
flavor text.
What?
Some flame effects, some whoosh.
I'm gonna do some flavor text storytelling from Lula's childhood story, but Petey, you go first.
No, Saul's going to be perched up on the very tip top of the tree. That's where he put his bedroll up highest so he could have a good look around.
You can
Mhm.
you can hear Frank's tummy rumbling as Saul gets up in this position.
He doesn't care. We got dried rations, baby. He's taking a break. Yeah, he's gonna nibble some crawfish jerky or something, and he's also going to be
Right.
drawing in his book. And after about maybe 30 minutes of this, I don't know if anybody else wants to do anything in that time, but I think after 30 minutes, he's going to do something else.
Okay, Frank is going to eagerly listen to Lula's stories, while also eating some of his own rations, considering he's been eating most of the other party's rations for what Saul has been making for the past couple of days, so he still has his rations.
All right. Adventurers, people gather around for a great story of intrigue and whatnot. I'm going to tell you the story of a famous legendary legend. The legend of any kind of type of man. The legend of Puss in Boots, a famous cat, an adventurer, and a great man.
That really
He
sounded like the
will-
start of Kung Fu Panda for a bit. Whose stuff was the stuff of legends.
Alright, let's let her do her thing.
Yeah, sorry.
Thank you.
Puts in boots. Yes.
Now, the feline fiendish traveled the land in search of adventurers and found many abound, enemies and foes alike. Same thing, friends and allies all around. A great person. The story I tell you now is one of where he found the city of El Dorado and Atlantis. And then she just goes on.
Nice.
You can see Frank is really intrigued by this story, considering these are names of places he's never heard of before. And Frank's been around for a while, so he's genuinely confused as to why he doesn't know these places.
Yeah. Despite his haggard condition from being out in the swamp and all that stuff, and his face being bruised, his nose a little swollen, he manages to smile, finding a moment of contention listening to Lula's story.
As the story wraps up, you're gonna become aware that Saul is sitting next to you. He slid down the tree quietly and is sitting next to John. And he passes over his book, his journal. He's got it opened up to he's got drawings of he's got 2 pages worth of drawings that you can see. And the first one probably doesn't stand out. I guess the second one would stand out because it's the creature we fought today. And he's sketched out the autopsy in like clinical detail.
John looks disgusted.
With like little notes on what he thinks the different like parts are for or whatever.
Frank will like agree and like disagree at certain parts as he's been a part of this autopsy. He's gonna like.
I'm hoping that with like a 24 medicine check, I can use like a little bit of like, because I don't know anything about medicine, me personally, but like just kind of like my general idea. But he's like pointing at like the orbed head, and he's got like a note that says like extrasensory fish question mark.
It's not a bad assumption.
Just stuff like that. And then off to the side, he's got like different colors from like different inks of like the different lights that we've come across, with like notes of like who came across them and their like behavior, or at least reported behavior. So he's got like
You've really done your homework, huh, Saul?
He holds up 2 fingers and just holds up just the 2 pages and shrugs and shakes his head. But he offers it over to John because John's been doing the drawings. He's also labeled the creature today Barnacle Beast.
John first sees the picture and he initially it looks like disgusted, but then he looks interested suddenly, and he like seems to squint behind his glasses and bring his face closer to his journal, and he says, "Are those organs, or what is that? Is it was it a
I
machine?"
can tell you, I can tell you, I've never seen metal constructed in that kind of manner.
Doesn't look like it was built. Or did it? Was it
It
like
looked like
completely smooth? You were saying they were like it had jagged spikes on it, right?
It looked like it was grown. That's what he said.
Yeah. So if you've seen how barnacles and shellfish have it, it's like jagged, almost like coral rock texture
Mm-hmm.
on this creature's back, but it all seems to grow out of it in the same smooth celestial. Only the parts that are like cracked, like a barnacle. I don't know. Like a barnacle has that shell around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so he says, Um, whatever it was, it's the thing of nightmares. Can't believe all that we've been through, and it's only been, what, 10 days? What has my life come to? I really hope.
Yeah, I will say we've gone through a lot of stuff in a relatively short amount of time.
Yeah, to think that a couple weeks back, I was out drinking with my buddies in Baygate. Hey, weren't you there, Frank?
Yeah, I I can't I don't understand how my life got to be this like this either.
Look, I'm sure
But let's
it'll
hope
all
it
be
pays
worth it.
well.
But we're only out here because we have to be. We're the only ones that can help the world.
Saul
Peace out.
writes something on his Saul writes something on his slate and holds it up, and it says, "For me, it's Tuesday."
Is it actually Tuesday or?
No, it's
I forget what the word is for Tuesday.
it's Tides Day.
Tides
it-
Day.
Yeah, yeah, but
No,
like,
it
is he,
shouldn't be
is
Tides
he
Day.
is he actually correct about what day it is? Or is
Whatever
No.
day it is what he says.
No, I think
Okay.
it's Thursday. I forget what Thursday was. It was Moon
Thrones
Day.
Day.
Huh?
Throne Day.
Yeah, Throne Day. I think
Thrones
it's
Day.
Throne Day.
So
Thrones Day.
it says, "For me, it's Throne Day."
Yeah, John
Okay.
sees that and he gives like a weak chuckle and shakes his head.
Yeah,
Fair enough,
you can
Saul.
see Frank kind of smiling at this as well.
Fair enough, Saul, you rugged bastard.
You see, Saul gets it. Come on, John, Frank. We're alive. We're adventuring. We're busy kicking ass and taking names and getting our names across the land that we're the we're the do-gooders, and we're gonna wipe the face of evil when it least expects it.
I don't know about you, but we haven't exactly gotten a good reputation over the past 10 days yet. So I think
Doesn't
it might
matter.
be a little too early to say that.
Look, how
All
others
good
perceive
deeds
us.
won't go unnoticed.
Look, how others perceive us, that's not what's important. Sometimes, you gotta help someone, even if they don't realize that they need it.
Exactly.
Well,
If you help someone, you help everyone.
well, I'm sure that creepy lady that visited us in the night would like to disagree with you.
Oh, of course they'll be bringers of evil that want to undo our good work, but we have to walk past that. We gotta continue doing the good fight, because that's what we do.
Of
We're the
course.
good guys.
Come on, Frank, you can't expect appreciation from your enemies.
Well, the way she sounded, I'm not sure if she was trying to be our enemy. She just wanted us to leave it alone.
It's part of the I
Which-
cult. She said so
Exactly.
herself.
Which is also something we barely know anything about.
But in due time, we will.
No, we know that the eye is connected to the monument. Remember when Dr. Feck fumbled within the train engine?
I remember that it's connected to the monument, but that's about as much as we got. I don't
Yeah.
know, guys. For as much talk as we have about being the good guys, that remains to be seen at this point.
Let me jog your memory, Frank. Remember the times that we came across people in a weird stupor, just rambling insanely? Remember they were talking about the eye, the eye? Do you remember that? Does that seem like something good guys do?
I seem to vaguely remember this.
And we also made sure to Mrs. Hill that Mr. Hill was safe and sound, even though sure he was, but still.
True. I guess we did do that.
Remember that those eye cultists fucking stabbed me and threw acid on Saul at the ranch, and that they kidnapped the poor deputy? That was them.
Actually,
That was them, Frank.
Actually,
You were there.
I only heard about that. That was happening while I was a little bit further in the thing. But I do remember that happening. Yes.
Well,
Saul's gonna
what
Saul's gonna
what
look
more
over at
evidence do
Lula.
you need?
he's been drawing in the margins of his book, and he's gonna look over at Lula, and he's gonna write on his slate, "Would a good guy do this?" Question mark, and then he's gonna show her at the bottom of his book. He's got like a little drawing of a worm with green hair, and then he starts flipping through the pages, and it's just like this worm with green hair squirming through the mud.
Does
Oh my god.
John see this?
He's not trying to hide it.
All right.
Oh no, he's definitely not trying to hide it.
John frowns, and then he like extends a hand, and he tears out one of the pages from the from your journal with his telekinesis.
Oh, party foul, man.
Hey.
And then he brings it over to himself, and then he takes it, he looks at it, and then he just like crumbles it into a ball,
Okay,
staring at Saul.
Let's hold on. What's on that page? I wonder. Let me think about that.
What's on the rest of that page that just has that drawing at the bottom, you mean?
No, I mean that little drawing is at the bottom of each page.
Yeah.
He's been working on it for the last 24 hours.
Oh, wait, huh? The bottom of each page.
Yeah, you know, like
it's just
old
at the
school
bottom of the
animation where you flip through the flip book.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I
So
understand
it's
that,
not
but
like his journal.
he tore like one page out. That's it.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm saying this is a full journal, presumably
There's more
with
on
the
that
notes
page besides that
and
drawing.
inner thoughts of a mute man.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you mean.
So I'm wondering what page you see.
Oh, in
I'm
that
trying to
case,
think of-
I'm sorry, I didn't know that. So in that case, he wouldn't like, scrump it up or whatever. He would like start reading it.
okay, that's fine.
Frank would like to read it as well.
I think
Well, it's in John's hands.
let's
I know.
Nick, would it be okay if it's like if it like the center, it's like a drawing, right? I think it's going to be a drawing with like the crimson sun in the middle. It's going to be like very unique, and then I think there's going to be like spokes sticking out to like different names of like high-ranking members of the Red Reverends.
If you want, maybe you can make this page and then we can show it off on the stream next week.
So John sees this, he like frowns and he's like, "Who's this? John Romero, Henry Gutson? What are these names here?"
You lower the page and there's a gun pointed at you.
And I think that's how I would like to end the session. So,
Thank you,
if you
everyone, for
enjoyed, please
watching.
do give us a follow, give us a like, put something in the chat, let Twitch know that you love us. We also upload them to YouTube, so subscribe over there. You know, we're warlocks of the algorithm, so we must feed our patron with your love and subscriptions. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you again next week to figure out how this unfolds.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
And all that jazz. See.